Why do you struggle? Why do any of us actually struggle? I want to talk to you today about something that most people don't understand that may bring sanity to whatever struggle you're going through right now. In life, we go through phases. I'm sure you've noticed that. One of the first phases that you may have noticed, if maybe you have children, maybe you even have grandchildren, and you know when a baby is born and we fall in love with that baby, it's amazing, right? I mean, you just think about it. This is this crying, sleeping, puking, pooping machine that you fall in love with. Why would you fall in love with something that doesn't even let you have sleep? But you do, and it falls in love with you, and it's magnificent, and you just adore your children. Of course you do. And then something happens. At around about 18 months to 2 years old, your child turns into something else altogether. The favorite word of that child becomes no. Have you noticed that? Go to bed. No. It's time to get up. No. Time to eat your lunch. No. So there's all these no's going on. We call that the terrible twos. This is the first stage of individuation. Individuation. So here's what that stage means. See, prior to that stage, actually for the first 9 months of that baby's life, it thinks that everything in the world is it and it is everything else. And then up to about 18 months, 2 years old, it thinks that it's you. It thinks that it's you, the parent. That's why babies love the peekaboo game, because it's like, oh, I'm here, I'm you. And then by the time they reach 18 months, 2 years old, they go, oh, I'm not you. So it's no. That's actually an individuation saying, I'm not you. Now, the second phase of individuation, you might be able to guess when that comes. That comes when your kid reaches adolescence. You may remember being an adolescent yourself. And in that phase, instead of no, it becomes F you, right? No. And what that is not that I'm not you, it's I'm not your beliefs. So in the first stage of individuation, it's I'm not you. In the second phase of individuation, which comes in adolescence, it's I'm not your beliefs. So that means, if you were brought up and you went to church every Sunday, you suddenly don't go to church. But maybe you were brought up by atheist parents and you suddenly go on this spiritual quest and you start hanging out at church. It's just a rebellion to say, I'm not you, I'm not your belief system. But there's a third phase of individuation. And the third phase of individuation may be where you're at right now. And the third phase of individuation is often called midlife crisis, but it can hit in you as early as your 30s and as late as your 60s. And what that phase is I'm not this. It's where you look around and you see the house and you see the car and you see the success and you see the numbers on the bank account. You see all the things that you've spent your life building, all the things that you would have bragged about as little as 5 or 10 years ago and said, yeah, I'm that. I can die without regret because I've made all these things happen. I did all this. But in that third stage of individuation, you recognize I'm not this. And so you begin to question, who am I? And that's a pretty terrifying space when you've spent your entire life building all this, to question, who am I now? Well, when we get to that phase, what happens is we very often will look back and go, well, I was happy when I made that last $1 million, so maybe what I need to do is make another $1 million. I was happy when I got that car, so maybe I need a better car. And we start doing all these things to try and go back to the old pattern, in the old way of getting what it was that fed us. And the truth of the matter is it works, but it works so sporadically. It works just for a short period of time. We get this short-term gain that gives us a long-term pain of emptiness, and we feel like something is missing. This is actually the most important moment in your life. This is where your soul is birthed into the world. This is where your soul starts to cry out and say, what is the meaning of my life? Let's live a life of purpose. That's the work that I get to do with my clients. Is when they get to that place where they go, I'm not this, what am I? They may be questioning their marriage, but the problem isn't your marriage. The problem isn't your spouse. The problem isn't the house or the car or the accolades or any of those things. It's that you're not this. But who are you? What is the purpose of your life? What is the meaning, the true meaning of your life? That's the birth of your soul. That's what you're being called to. That's the reason you've been struggling, because your soul is crying out for expression. Those are the 3 phases of individuation. I'm here to assist you tapping into your purpose, to find that deep greatness within you, so that you can leave your mark on the world and create your legacy from a soulful place. Till next time, this is Dov Baron saying, stay curious, my friend, stay curious about the real reason you're struggling. Till next time, I'm out.